Hi everyone, so I am on the trail hiking up to the shelter I'm going to be staying at tonight. I was planning on filming in the parking lot and giving you kind of an overview of the plan for today, but this campground area is located very close to Camp David, and the parking lot was unusually filled with Secret Service people today that I did not want to make angry by filming. So I figured I'd just forego that and talk to you guys on the trail. So I figured I'd go ahead and give you guys the plan for today. I'll put a map up on your screen. I parked down at the southern end at a campground meadow down there. And today I'm going to be hugging the left side of the trails all the way up to the north at the shelters I'm going to be staying at. Tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up and finish out that little loop there, and then meet back on the main trail and follow that back down the campground meadow. Well, I'm only about 5 minutes into the trail and I already smell a skunk, so if that's any indication of how this trip is going to go, that's really nice. So I am just coming up on Owens Creek Campground, which is about 15 minutes into the hike or so. So we got quite a while to go. This hike is about uphill on the way there. And then I haven't actually gone the way I'm going to come back before, so that'll be interesting to see how long that takes me tomorrow morning. When I first got here, it was snowing a bit, and now it seems to have turned to just a very light mist, which is pretty nice. I do like the snow, but I mean, I'll take whatever I can get. It is much wetter than I thought it would be. I gave it another day to rest after the rainfall we had on Sunday, and I was hoping that it would have aired out a little bit, but it does not appear to have. And that's great because I did not bring a camp stove, so I am absolutely depending on getting a nice campfire going tonight. I am only out here for one night, so in the worst case I guess I can survive off my can of Pringles I brought, but I would like to have some of the other food I brought. So we'll see when we get there. Well, I am burning up. Really wish I could take this jacket off, but unfortunately I have no room to put it because overpacking for trips is my specialty. But yeah, I'm estimating I'm probably about halfway there, maybe a little less. It's hard to gauge because last time me and my brother came, we went really slow. We were trying to figure out the right paths to go. Now I have it all memorized, so I'm hoping it'll be a bit quicker, but we shall see. So I just realized that pretty much every other time I start taking a video, I either have my hat on or off. I assure you this is all on the way there. It just gets a bit sweaty sometimes and I take it off before I film, but Anyway, it's nice to finally a bit of a downhill portion.
1,567 feet. Duration 53 minutes 16 seconds. You've completed 2 miles. Heart rate 150 beats per minute.
Not sure if you guys could hear that, but my watch just went off telling me I just reached 2 miles. Feels like a lot longer than that because I just got over a brutal uphill, but should just be a bit up and down from here, but nothing nearly as steep as that, hopefully. So talk to you guys in a second. Looks like there's an old cemetery over there. Can't go take a closer look because there's no trespassing signs on just about every other tree. Hello. I'm guessing that's some sort of old hunting stand or something. Not really sure what else that could be. There's just a random field in the middle of the woods here. I have absolutely no clue what that could be. Should be all downhill from here. Now that I can tell is a deer print, and I have seen quite a few of those. I just haven't taken the time to stop and point them out. Last time me and my brother came up here, we did wake up to see probably about 6 or so deer in the field across from the little shelters, so it's always a nice thing to wake up to. There it is. About time. Man, does it feel good to have that jacket off. Took about an hour and 35 minutes for me to get out here, and now I gotta get a fire going. Well, I was worried this video wouldn't seem wintry enough because it's been quite a warm winter so far, but at least it's sleeting right now. Literally right when I take off my jacket, so that's super nice. But I'm going to head out into the field over there, get a ton of firewood. Luckily, they were nice enough to cut some big logs that I can use once I get it going, but of course I do have to get it going first. Well, I did a dumb. I was sawing through a branch, and I decided that I had sawn through enough of it, and I decided to take my foot and kick it apart, and when I did so, the branch came up and hit me right in the nose, so that's a great start to things. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can try to get this lit. Everything is quite wet, so not sure how this is gonna go. Well, that's always a good sign. Well, it took absolutely ages, but I did finally get the fire going, and now I think it's about time to get some food. So while I'm letting that heat up, I'll go ahead and show you what I'm going to have. I brought this little insulated lunch box here with the ice pack in it. Inside, I have a super cheap Walmart sirloin, along with, this used to be olive oil and butter. Now it kind of all looks like butter, but I guess that's what oil does when you get it cold. Okay, so hopefully the pan should be somewhat heated. I'm gonna get this bag open. I'm just gonna squeeze that right in there. We'll get the steak in. While that steak is resting over there, I'm going to get some water boiling. See if that'll just sit there. And I'll be making up some of this. Now I do realize, or I realized right after I bought this, you're supposed to make it in the microwave. But I'm hoping this will still kind of work. Okay, we'll see how we did here. See if I can get this packet open. Well, that's one way to do it. Add a little bit too much water. That's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect out here. See how these taste. Pretty good. A little bit tough, but not terrible. Let's see about this steak here. Don't really have any other knife, so I guess I'll just bite right into it. That is so good. A little bit more done than I would have personally, but man, is it juicy. Like, if you blindfolded me and asked me if that was medium rare, I'd probably say yes. So I did make a little mistake. I realized this is a ribeye, not a sirloin, and that makes it even better. It's so good. low key, I have had much worse steaks than that at restaurants. And this is like so perfect. I realize like the last 3 clips have just been me eating, but I'm just trying to convey the flavor through YouTube. I got all the trash from the food and packaging and stuff, and I'm just going to put that in this container with the lid, and then double layer it in this lunchbox. Okay, so now that we got a fire going and I'm all fed and all that, I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. So you don't really need a tent when you're camping in a shelter like this. In fact, many, like the ones along the Appalachian Trail just a few miles from here, don't allow you to set up tents in them. But this one, to the best of my knowledge, does. And I just got this for Christmas a few weeks ago, so I figured I'd give it a shot. It's about 5 p.m. now. The fire's going a little still. It's still pretty wet out here, so you can see just all this smoke, most of it's steam, just burning the water off these logs here. I took my knife and kind of chopped up some of the wood. I hope that exposing the inside, it might be a bit drier and help the fire go, and I think it did help a little bit. But hopefully tomorrow morning the wood will be dry enough to get going. I used 2 of my fire starting blocks to get this going, and I have 1 left. That, and I brought along some dryer lint because that burns pretty well. But we'll see in the morning how it goes. Hi everyone, so it is currently 5:50 and it is pitch black. I'm not really sure how good you can tell that with the camera aperture and all that, but it's pretty dark. So I'm not very hungry, but seeing as how dark it is, I figured I might as well go ahead and start making dinner. So for tonight, I'm having fettuccine alfredo with chicken. You certainly do not have to buy like these little backpacking meals. You can just buy the normal box of fettuccine alfredo. You would just have to bring your own butter and milk and stuff like that, which is a bit inconvenient. Also, I've had this laying around the house for years, and although they last 10-15 years, I'm not really sure I'd want to eat them after that long, so I figured I might as well get rid of it. So it says just to boil 2 cups of water, put it in the bag, stir it a bit, seal it, and wait 15 to 20 minutes, and should be good. Okay, well, it's been 15 to 20 minutes, so let's get this open and see how it is. Smells okay. I mean, it's definitely edible. It's not, like, good, but it's not bad. Would I ever eat it somewhere else? No. Am I going to finish this whole bag? Yes. And also, on the side, I got some, these are the new Scorchin' Pringles, the barbecue flavor. So, I'll do a little review of those here. I feel like if you don't eat Pringles at least 2 at a time, you're not human. Kind of just tastes like barbecue. There's a bit of an aftertaste. I wouldn't call it scorching, I'd call it hot. Yeah, definitely not bad at all. It's got like enough spice to be flavorful, but it's not like, you know, burn your tongue kind of spice. And now that I feel like I'm about to burst, it is finally time for dessert. I'm going to be having a freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. Again, like the chicken Alfredo, I've had this sitting in my closet for like a year. And funny thing, actually, last time me and my brother came to this exact campsite, I brought it and just never ate it. So now's the time. Oh, that's funny, it even comes wrapped like an ice cream sandwich. Actually, it feels about frozen solid. Pretty good. Trying to think of like how to describe the consistency of it. I guess think of like if you've ever had a marshmallow that's really actually Lucky Charms marshmallows, like cereal marshmallows. It's like that texture, but a lot like kind of stale. But it tastes really good. I've had this maybe like 1 or 2 times in the past. Okay, everyone, it is about that time. I got everything I need thrown into the tent. I went ahead and layered back up. I got a battery-powered heated vest under here. I'm not going to turn it on yet. I have a history of sleeping horrible when I go camping. Even last time I came here, which was in the summer, I got no sleep at night. So, pray I get some sleep. If I don't, if I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like cold and I just can't go to sleep, I'll go ahead and turn on that heated vest. I also have a pack of hand warmers I can throw into my gloves, which I need to put those on too. I have a pair of wool socks I'm going to put on over these socks. And also, it's going to get down to right 32 tonight, so I doubt water will freeze, but if it does, I do have my water bottles turned upside down in this little pot here because water does freeze from the top down. So if it does start to freeze, I'll still have some drinkable water, of course. And I do have some water in there with me as well. So yeah, I think I'm about ready to go to bed. See you guys in the tent. Okay guys, I am all set up in the tent here. I'm pretty nice and cozy already, and I'm hoping once I get in the sleeping bag I'll be even more so. It is only 7 o'clock, so I'm probably going to stay up reading my Bible on my phone for a bit, catch up on that. I read it through in a year of reading, because it's day, 5, and I'm already behind, so I should have plenty of time tonight to catch up on that. I did bring this massive extended battery. I believe this is, 30,000 milliamp hours, so it should be able to charge my phone over, 6-7 times, so I'm not worried about losing out on charge. If it does get pretty chilly before I go to bed, I do have a little face ski mask thing that I'll put on. I also have my kind of hat that has the fox fur on the inside. I'll put on over that. Sometimes at night when you wear that, you'll get the condensation kind of getting wet, and if that happens, I'll just take off the mask. Like I said, I also have somewhere in here the little hand warmers that I'll lay out next to my bed just in case. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So it's been a pretty good day so far, and I will see you guys in the morning. Hi everyone, so it is 4:45 a.m. Sorry if you can't see me, let me get this light down, it's a bit better. I didn't sleep horribly, wasn't the best at all. I woke up probably about 10-15 times, but each time I was able to go back to sleep pretty easily. I just don't think I'm going to be able to fall asleep again, so I went ahead and got up. I'm still kind of bundled up in my sleeping bag here because it is quite chilly. I can see a little bit outside. I don't think there's any daylight. I think my eyes have just adjusted a bit better. But I'm gonna try to wait till about 5 and then get out of here and try to start getting that fire going. So here's a better look at my sleeping arrangements. I just was kind of on that green pad right there. I had that little synthetic blanket thing stuffed into my sleeping bag, and I only had that tiny little pillow. Luckily the sleeping pad was super comfortable, and honestly, even if that pillow rolled out from under me in the night, I was fine just sleeping on the pad. It looks like we did get a little dusting of snow. You can see the benches are covered with a little layer. So, hope to goodness I can get this fire started. I only got that one fire starter cube left, and that would stink if I couldn't. So I'm gonna get a pretty good amount of material, cut it all up, make sure it's dry on the inside, and I'll check back with you when I'm done. Okay, so I did manage to get a fire going, and I got a pretty good amount of material there that should catch on, and when that runs out, I got some logs pre-cut, and I also got this big branch over here that I can make more out of. So, well, that's getting going, I'll go ahead and start somewhat tidying up the campsite over there. Okay guys, it is 6 a.m., which is the time I was originally planning on waking up, and I already got everything that goes into a compression sack all sacked up, I guess, and got a pretty nice fire going. So now I'm just going to wait a little bit and we'll get breakfast going and start packing up. Okay everyone, so for breakfast this morning I'm going to be having a couple packs of grits here. This little, normally they're called Stroop waffles, but this is like an energy version I found on sale at Walmart. And a Starbucks instant white chocolate mocha, and these are actually pretty good. Like everything else, this has been laying around the house for about a year, and I figured it'd be nice to put it to use. So now I have a pretty important decision to make because this is my second to last bottle of water. I'll put a map on your screen again. Originally, I was planning on doing this final loop and looping back around and then taking the way I came back. However, I've never done that before, and seeing as though I only have one drinking bottle of water left and I don't know that path, I have to make a decision if I want to go back the way I came or try out that new loop. And in situations like these where you're alone, it's still pretty dark and you've never done that trail before, it's kind of a no-brainer. You want to play it better safe than sorry, go back the way I came. I know there's a drinkable stream there. I'll use my little water filter and fill up my bottle again, and everything will be fine and dandy. And any leftover water is going to go right back into my water bottle. I don't know how, but everything I've cooked out here tastes better than I've ever made it at home. time to see how this honey stinger waffle is. Looks pretty good. About as hard as a rock. And before you yell at me in the comments, I know you're supposed to like set it on top of the coffee, but it does not fit over the coffee. I will dip it though. Not much softer. It does taste really good though. You mainly get more cinnamon than honey, but yeah, definitely a really solid waffle thing, whatever you call these, stroop waffles. So I actually lied. This isn't going right back in my water bottle because no matter how low the fire danger is, how snowy or wet or rainy it is outside, always be responsible and put out your campfire. Okay guys, it is about 6:50. I am all packed up. Everything's clean, didn't leave any trash behind. That's just a map someone left before, and I think that's a good thing to leave here. Campfire's all put out. Got my water bottle filled up with my last water bottle. Again, I'm not going to try the new trail that's off that way. I'm going to go back the way I came. I know for sure there's a stream, and I have my water filter ready, and I think I'm going to try it out on that. Before I do leave, I did want to show you a bit of the campsite. I realized I didn't really do that yesterday. So, you have a pretty nice area in here. You could easily fit, like, I think they recommend like a maximum of 8 on the website. But if you were just doing like sleeping bags, you could definitely do more than that. Not sure if you'd want to. Looks like they do come in here and paint this pretty often. There's still a lot of carvings that you can read. But it does look well taken care of. Got that right there. I noticed, yeah, right here someone put Frodo lives. That's pretty neat. But yeah, it's definitely a nice little place. You got 2 benches right here. You have some logs people can sit on. They have a few different piles of firewood. They got the logs right there. They have some cut right there, and there's another pile off that way. Over here, there's just this little trail. And let's see when I can see it. There's a outhouse over there, and it's pretty nice. It's clean. There's not toilet paper or anything, but it does have like a seat and all that. And then also, this is campsite either 1 or 2. I think I booked 2. I'm pretty sure this is 1, but I was like the only one dumb enough to come out here in the whole month of January. So I took this one. There's another identical one over here. I like this one because it is close to the porta potty if you do have to use it. It's got some steps, and it is off the ground to kind of help heat it up, keep it from getting too cold in there. At least I think that's how thermodynamics works or whatnot. You got like a little trail over that way that leads to kind of a wide open, kind of spread out woodsy area where you can collect wood. You are allowed to collect your own firewood here. Luckily this time they did have some pre-cut logs that definitely came in handy. I believe that's for horses, although in the summer I do like to hang my backpack on there, just kind of keep the food away from where I'm sleeping if something were to come try to eat it. But yeah, I believe that's pretty much it, and I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the trail. Off we go. I can definitely feel it in my shoulders today from yesterday, but overall the bag does feel noticeably lighter, and that is always a super nice feeling. Over there's that field yesterday I showed. A bit of snow on the ground. Not much, but it's enough to make it feel like winter. Goodbye. Sun's starting to come out. That's kind of a weird print shape to be that far off the trail. Huh. This part absolutely stinks on the way up, but is awesome on the way down. Okay guys, so I have just run out of water, which is perfect because I just made it to the stream here, and I'm going to give this water filter a shot. Gonna do a quick little taste test here. Tastes like water. Started right here, took this trail, and I'm now right here, and I'm going here. Well, I'm smelling that same skunk smell from yesterday, so I must be getting close. And I am back. One of the best parts about this campsite is we have free electric vehicle parking. Hey everyone, so of course as soon as I got to my car, more government vehicles showed up, so I'm actually sitting in my driveway right now, but I wanted to do a proper outro. So anyway, guys, if you like the video, be sure to pause, scroll down, and give this video a like. And if you want to see more videos like it, be sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.